Why he said you said yo, we back. Sorry about that. Sorry about the interruption. I hope y'all jump back on. Damn. Let's go. My bad. I don't know why they cut it off after an hour. That's the first time they ever did that. Salute, Brody. I see you. My bad. Please, I'll give everybody a chance to come back real quick. Pause. Rest in peace, Goomba. Goomba. Salute, V. Yo, what it is? E. Salute, Castro. Trying to. Damn, man. It's fucked up. I don't even know why they.
Word. Get Nash are back.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to
Yep,
my
we
family.
back.
Yeah, we back.
Oh shit! All right.
Yo, you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly, man.
All right. Yeah, that's my bad, bro. That's the first time they ever did that.
Oh
I gotta
shit!
see
My
what's
first
going on.
interview too, right? All right. It happens, bro. It happens. Don't worry about it.
Yes. So you was talking about the writers of today and shit, like the
Yeah,
niggas that you see up.
yeah, yeah. So I was shouting out Long Island writers. I see a lot of Cash for, you know,
Ooh, cash
Cash
for
for doing a
wow.
lot of things. And it's those guys that I appreciate. You know, like they're not doing anything permission and shit like that. They're keeping what we had alive. You know, a lot of old writers we used to hate on the newer generation, whatever the case. But in the end, you got to realize that our time is ended. It's their time, and they got a different struggle. You know, but the same goal. So to all you writers out there bombing, bro, from me, I appreciate what you're doing, man. Be safe and keep rocking.
Yeah, that's dope, man. Because when like in I don't know if this happened to a lot of '90s writers when I was coming up
Mm.
and shit, but there was not a lot of dudes that would take you under the wing or show you love. It was just like you a toy,
Yeah,
fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? It was
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. A lot of that's gone now. But you gotta understand, a lot of guys went away. They got families. They moved on. So the influence wasn't really there. So these new guys, they made their own rules. You know what I mean? And you gotta respect that.
um,
And that's one thing I can say. There's another crew that I definitely got to give a shout out to, and that's NFG crew over and them, because they
ooh,
they they were not only bombers, you know what I mean, but Graph Graph needs a bully in it, and over they were those bullies of Graph in their era, and I'm glad they kept that tradition alive, because in everything you do in life, there's got to be order somewhat. You know what I mean? And they were hitting hard when they came out, and they kept East New York on the map, man. So shout out to them NFG boys. Rest in peace, Foot.
word.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, son. Salute to my nigga over, man. Rest in peace,
Mm-hmm.
foot. Salute to all. Yeah, though. Man, East New York, because when we jumped on Mech 5, you remember Mech
Oh yeah,
5 and
yeah,
Tay BKA?
yeah. BKA, bro. Yeah, Lane boys. Yep. I
Yo,
do. I
that's
do.
throwback, bro.
Yeah, big time. Well, like I said, my neighborhood was legendary and everything. You know. Yeah, I mean, down to the 75th precinct being grimy. And I grew up in the worst of places in East New York. Pink houses, Linden Plaza, you know. And then it went on and on. My last spot there was Ridgewood between Essex and Shepherd. And that was my last spot in East New York. Recently, I moved to Coney Island for a little while, you know. So, I got to feel Brooklyn for a couple of months. But I don't like alternate parking anymore, bro. Since I came back to
I
the grind.
hate it.
Yo, I kept catching tickets for the lights and all this shit. I'm like, it's not my New York, bro. It's not what I remember, you know. So Long Island is my peace and my tranquility. I think that if being in Coney Island was bringing me back to who I was, and I didn't want to get there, you know, so I had to come back and just chill and relax and get my driveway and shit, you know. And we got freights out here, so whenever I get lonely, and believe it or not, you got writers. I ain't gonna blow them up who lives out here, but you got a lot of city writers that live out here. They just wanna,
Word.
they just wanna be tranquilo. You know what I mean? So I respect that. Like the other day, I just saw PK Note on Sunrise Highway. We were driving from work. He's beeping his horn at me and shit. You know, like, oh shit, he lives by me.
That's legendary shit, son. Them
Yeah,
niggas,
yeah.
he's underrated.
That dude used to have a story on the Smash, man. Like streetwise. You know, I mean, KK one of them, and they used to do their shit in the street, but they did a lot of whole cars. Like they did a lot of pieces that were known for that. You have writers like Rankin EK from Astoria that used to bomb hard there too. And I don't know if this writer KB was from Astoria, but he was definitely a Queens writer. You know. Speaking of Queens, shout out to my boy Belize. Can't forget Belize. You know.
Yes, to Belize, nigga.
Uh,
AFD.
yeah, yeah. So a lot of writers evolved, like I said, when I went away, because I went away from '93 to 2000. You know,
Ooh, those were those are very competitive years in
yeah, that's
street
when
bombing.
yeah, yeah, and then I went back 2010 and came back in 12. You see, so I missed a lot. But everywhere you go, once you're a writer, you're a writer. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
anywhere you go, you're gonna pick up a pen or marker. You're gonna tag. You know how many Kes 5 tags I seen up top by the fucking phone booth? Rest in peace, Kes. You know him and a lot of writers there. I used to meet when I used to do cards and shit like that. So it's a life thing. It really is.
Did, did you ever meet like Ghost or Saint TMR or any of them?
Nah, nah, nah. I never met them. Know of them. But I'm not the type to want to really meet writers. If I bump into you, I know you type. I'm not that type. Like, oh, I met this dude and that dude. You have writers like that, and the historians. These writers, like, shout out to Jesus Saves. Like, he likes to meet writers. Me personally, I'm not out there to meet you, but if I do, that's what's up.
All right, so let's say you was in your layups, right? Boom, and you catch niggas in your layups, and it turns out to be like Ghost, and it's like some. Would you let them live,
Oh
or they
no,
would
never
get yapped too?
live. If you were known, you were living. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like we wasn't scumbags like that. You know what I mean? We wasn't out to bag everybody. But it was just like New Jacks need a lesson in this game. You come in, you gotta learn. You gotta learn. This is what it is. So you come into my layup, and it's not like you could just walk in. You didn't get those credentials to be there. And
Yeah, you gotta pay
so,
your dues.
I don't want to talk about how many people because I don't remember. You know what I mean? Like, like I got writers that tell me, yo, you did this thing. I don't remember it, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. But it happened for a reason, that black paddle that used to hold the door. I was wicked with that black paddle. You know what I mean? Like, I remember I smashed the dude in the kneecap and left him in the conductor booth. And then I had to go back and get him because he was flagging trains down. I was like, fuck, you gonna blow up my layup. But yeah, we do things, and it's just part of graph.
Yo, that it's a. I wish I could, because I never got to experience the train. That's what got me into graph as a little kid. I wanted to bomb trains because I seen it every day on the trains. And then Beach Street, I saw how they go in the tunnel and the train is parked. And I was like, oh shit, I'm going to do this. But by
Yeah,
the time I was old enough, it was no trains and shit. It was
yeah.
street bomb.
The
Shit.
train, it was, yeah. When I used to hit Utica on the 5 line, Utica is a daytime layup, and we used to hide under, when the train passes. I mean, you used to see the money train going by. You know what I mean? You had to duck from the money train because they had cameras all over the place. And, back then when me and Doug started doing numbers, we were strapped. You know what I mean? Like, we were going, writers remember I took a Uzi to Kingston, like, and Halsey, because it wasn't just the layups, it was just the streets. And it was the hype thing to do. You know what I mean? Like, all right, everybody got guns. We were into that. Like, it was a passion. How many writers run around with a gun these days? I don't know. I don't think so. You know what I mean?
Zero. Zero.
It isn't like that. But you got to be prepared, man. But you got to be able to take the heat, too, when the cops come. You know what I mean? Like, because Vandal Squad, too, you got to think about it. Even if you wasn't strapped, the Vandal Squad come, they used to fuck you up. I know you heard the stories about them painting motherfuckers' faces and taking a marker and making them, you know what I mean? Like, that never happened to me, but I'm just saying it's happened. It was grimy,
It's crazy.
So that's what I think. That's what made it fun, though. The chase, the planning, the getting in there.
They ever ragged your shit?
Vandal
Vandal
Squad?
Squad?
Oh yeah. One time we went to 121 and J.A. climbed in first. As I was climbing in, Vandal Squad popped up. Our mistake was we dropped our bags first on the catwalk and then climbed in. So when they fucking were like, freeze, I jumped out. J.A. jumped out, fell on the floor, and we boogied. And they kept our paint, man, and they started going over people's pieces with the V mark and the circle. I was tight. I was like, shit, bro. Like, that place used to get raided so much, man. One time it got raided, Poez fell on the floor, hit his chin, he was fucked up. But you met a lot of writers. There was a night there, I think Trap was there, and Enough, and we was there, like all these writers in one night, and they got raided, bro. It was like you lived in the hood, you turned the lights on, and the roaches were spreading, bro. Writers were all over the place, getting out of that layup. But it was a well-known layup, man. It was a good layup because it had a catwalk.
Yo,
And so if you remember, Bray and Costa used to kill with the floaters back then.
You said Brayer? Brayer?
Yeah, Bray TPT.
With the BSs?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yo, I said, as a kid, he had them shits all BS.
Yeah. Same thing with Kingston and North Street. They had the catwalk so you can do top to bottoms. Like, I see right now how they do top to bottoms, and it's cool looking and everything. But, bro, we did them shits by ourselves with our own caps, no special paint, and we were rushing to do them shits. There was times the workers would be coming in. We like, bro, we got to finish. Fuck that, and we would hook it up, and then it would go. The whole tunnel used to smell like paint. Holy.
You never got ran up on by any other riders in somebody else's layup?
Oh yeah. Yeah, but it was always like I already knew them. One time me and Ripe were hitting Grant and we're doing throw-ups, and I hear drop your paint in this deep voice, and I'm like, what the fuck? We turn around, stress and swing. We're like, bro, it's Nash and Ripe. And they're like, oh shit, what's up, bro? So we were kicking it, and then some riders from Rockaway came. They got him. And when me and Ripe, when we got back on the train, we bumped into them dudes. I don't even know who they were, bro. And they were like, yo, bro, those guys took our paint. What you want me to do? You didn't fight for yours. Yeah, but you knew them. So what? That's your problem. You know what I mean? You got bagged. Like, So it was pretty wicked in that layup too, man.
So what is your favorite? Do you have like a favorite, like a thing, accomplishment that you have done in graffiti?
I never considered myself like everything was an accomplishment to me. Like, if I got through the night and the bomb was good, that was an accomplishment to me. You know, like I remember I put one time in the train, "Good morning, mom," because she used to ride the B train. And she came home tight,
Uh,
tight. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? But my parents
also, you
understood.
was
They
the
knew.
type that your mom and your pop knew that you wrote or
Yeah,
whatever,
man.
and they used to throw your pen
I
down
got
on
the
the floor.
speech. I remember because when I got my first designer marker and I was doing my black books and shit like that, my father was like, "Yo, you know, you're gonna evolve." He warned me. He said, "You're gonna evolve from this," and I'm like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "This is gonna lead to this, this, and that." And I never really believed him. You know, like there's a stepping stone, graffiti and crime, because you're scheming. You know, so eventually you keep doing this shit, you're gonna grow into things. And he warned me. When I got into the cars, he used to yell at me all the time. But he's the type that he'll riff about me being in a stoley, but then wants to look in the trunk and see what he can keep. So, you know what I'm saying? Got any oil tools in here? You know, what you know what I mean? He would take it. My pops was cool though. My pops was a G, bro. Because I never forget when I was in C95 and he came to see me. There was three dudes in the living room, visiting room, and they were like Gundo, because that was his nickname. And they knew each other from the pink houses from back in the days. And I'm like, they're like, "Yo, Gundo, what's up? That's little Richie." And they're like, he's like, "Yeah, watch out for my son." I was like, damn. So, like, when I met up with them dudes, I said, "You know my father that long?" He's like, "Yeah." He said, "Tell me about him." They said, "Nah, bro, we can't do that. That's not our job in place." But just like him, you know, he stopped his bullshit and he got right on track, and he's been doing great ever since. You know, my pops built me the way I am to this day. You know, when I turned 18, my father was, "Happy birthday. Here's a 22 automatic." That's how he blessed me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because he knew before you learn shit in the street, I'm gonna teach you. And I took that mentality with me everywhere. Was it right to do? Probably not. But to me, it was, because I'm here and I'm standing. And so shout out to my pops, man. Like, word up.
Shout out to Big Papa Nash, you
Yeah.
heard?
And Zepp and them, you know, they still remember, you know, my father and shit like that. Like when he first met GR, GR's gonna kill me for this, but when he first met GR, bro, I borrowed his car and I picked GR. GR's in the back of the seat. And I picked my father up from work. He didn't even know GR. And he was like, he said, he looks at him. What the fuck? He said, "Oh, what's up, Tyrone?" He names people. He won't call GRG or nothing till this day. He's like, "Yo, what's up with Tyrone? How's he doing?" You know what I mean? Like, he's just bugged out like that. I had to share that with you, bro, just so you get where I'm coming from, you know. And then, you know, the graph, it's in the family. You know, Nat's my cousin.
Yeah,
Nat
yeah,
KOA
yeah,
is my
yeah.
cousin, and Nat didn't even know I was Nash. I used to go to my aunt's house for Audi and them all the time, and he never knew. You know what I mean? And when he
Wow.
found out, he was like, "What the fuck?" You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my cousin Nat Zane. And I don't know if you know, but EI recently passed away. So rest in peace
Yeah,
to
yeah. Rest in
EI,
peace
another
to the
Bushwick
legend.
legend right there. You know, and so there's graph in my family, man. But I don't think he the anybody's not gonna get what I've had. A lot of the new writers ain't gonna feel what we felt. They're building their own memories right now. So I'm very humbled and grateful that I went through what I went through at the time. Like imagine if you were bombing trains right now.
I wish.
Yeah.
I
Because the
wish.
writers today, the way they're bombing these streets, the way they're bombing these streets, if they were bombing trains, forget it. They take over. You know? Especially
Yeah,
with
they
the
take
paint
your
you
shit
got
too.
now.
What was your favorite paint? Was it the Rusto or the Krylon?
Krylon had the colors, but the Rusto, man. You couldn't get the shine. You couldn't get the long, you know, it lasts forever. Rusto, you
When
know.
you was rocking the trains, you used to cover your like you have your shit covered so you won't breathe in.
No,
You
no.
should just
I breathe it all in. And I'll tell you a secret, Krylon, the color almond, Smelled good. It smells just like almonds, you know. It didn't bother me. I'll tell you a funny Kingston story. I was hitting Kingston with Fogs, Nam, and Sign and Slick, and I dropped a brand new Rusto between the cars, bro. Chrome. I went to get that shit. So I'm crawling on the side trying to get that, and somehow that electric box on the train, like the current pulls you, like it pulled me, and I screamed, bro. For some reason, I got out and I couldn't move. I was stuck there, but I could hear what they're saying, and they're like, "Oh shit, he's dead, he's dead." Like, bro, almost died for a can. You know what I mean? Like, I was after like a minute or two, I ended up climbing out of that. But the whole day I was shaking, a headache. I was fucked up. But we loved our paint, so
Wow, that's
yeah,
sick, bro.
yeah.
That's
You gotta be careful with them fucking third rails, bro. I got a taste of that shit, and that wasn't even the rail. That was the train alone.
wow, that's crazy, my nigga. And when did your parents just know from the straight jump that you was writing from the beginning?
Yeah, it came to a point that they just gave up, and like I said, I bombed and I had a lot going on. I was a father at 17, you know. So if any regret in graft that I have, it would be to my kids. I should have been more influential to them growing up at the time than dealing with graft. But you know, I'm not that I wasn't a bad parent. I was a young parent, you know, and I had help with my parents. So I had 2 kids by the time I was 18 already. See what I'm saying? I don't know.
But what? So in your graffiti career, what was your favorite era when you was running with who? What you think was your most smashable era? What was your best year? What was your fucking best year when you was killing shit the most? What year was it?
I would have to say it was Astoria bombing the trains between 85 and 88 was a really good run. It was consistent. It was every day. I mean, like clockwork, we were there all the time. Like I said, I never held a job. I was doing what I was doing. But the graph was like, that's the thing. The graph was a priority to us, you know. And my partners were alike, you know what I mean? Like they took it that serious.
That's
So between
crazy.
those 2 years,
So
they're still like a
so
tag team time.
85, 83. That's 3 years. So that 3 year run every day.
Every day it was something. Every day.
Damn, son. I wish I could do. I wish I could be active like that and young. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know,
Yeah.
when you had
It
no
kept you, it definitely
responsibility.
kept you in shape, you know? Kept you in shape. There's a lot of memories that I do have, man. That I'm trying, as I'm talking to you, it comes on like sitting on a rooftop on 121 with ass smoking a blunt. You know, those are things I cherish, man. Like I had good times with these guys, and for them not being here today, like Slick, I think about Slick passing so young. Rest in peace, Slick and Sony, when they got murdered by the train. That was a hard way to go, but I think about how Slick would have been today as a bomber because he was like me. He had a passion for graph. He loved graph. Like he would have been big in the game, you know, because he was doing his thing when he was coming up. And then I remember them. I met them at Pacific train station. Him and Sign were in the catwalk, and I was taking the tag, and I remember them going, "Oh shit, he's a writer." Ask him what he writes. He's like, "Fuck that, you ask him what he writes." I guess because I was bigger than them, you know. And I just humbled myself to them and met them, and it took off from there. That's when I met Fogs, like one of the coolest dudes in the game, Fog 501, and then those memories that they're irreplaceable. And this is what made me do the show to share it because when my time comes, it comes, and at least I got to tell the story. So I appreciate you putting me on, man.
Nah,
You
salute
know?
to you,
And
man,
not
bro.
only that, bro, my man Ice B.B.K was on my case. You know what I mean? He was like, bro,
Yeah,
you got a
salute to
story to tell.
Ice.
Like, Shout out to Ice. You know, By also
That's
by Fuck Crew was like they invited me to a few shows and I just wouldn't do them like the DTF radio. I wouldn't go. Well, I should have went because there was a crew there, and but we here now, right?
that's it. That's
And I don't know if you
all that
remember,
matters.
there was another writer that used to hit the J Line heavy too. Was Ray? I don't know. Shout out to Ray BWH.
BWH.
I still
Hell
talk
yeah.
to Ray, bro. I still shout out Ray, even though he's chilling. He's taking over the Dominican Republic. The boy's killing Dominican Republic. You know, so he's still an
Yeah.
active farmer. And believe it or not,
Yes.
my crew didn't like Ray BWH.
No.
You know, there was always
Like,
like that. I don't know why. And I used to be like, I'm not that kind of writer. Like, you know, if Ray was a cool dude, I would never let anything happen to him. And I tell people, if I give any advice, is that a crew is not what makes you. You know what I mean? It's your name that makes you who you are. You know, and that's what sticks with you. So always be that way. You know. So just because you're my crew member, like, doesn't mean you're always right. I run my crew differently than everybody, I think, because I'm not perfect. You know what I mean? So if I got to make a decision, I want everybody's opinion because it matters. We're family, you know?
yeah, Ray. I'm glad you said Ray BWH because he's a J Line legend, bro.
Yeah,
Like
man.
he's
Yeah,
underrated.
yeah. One time
Mm.
he actually, I met him at the station. We was bombing, and I was out of it. I took like the tabs or whatever the case. He was like, "You all right?" I'm like, "Yeah." Now I know I wasn't out my mind, but when we were in the street, we were on Fulton Street. Me, Ray, and Zepp saw this guy get hit 10 times, bro, and get up and run from this dude. And then the dude pointed the gat at us, and we ran. Yeah, bro, we saw that shit, and I'm puzzled. I'm looking because they all hit the ground, and I'm still standing, like looking at this guy get shot up. I'm like, how the fuck did he get up and run? You know what I mean? After 10 times, then the dude just looked at us, and we boogied into a cab and got away. And then I thought, was I really hallucinating? But he told me, nah, bro, that shit happened. That shit happened.
Yo, that's funny. Yo,
I think that was the
he
last
was,
time I saw him, bro. And then years later, I found out he had to stay in DR, and I sent him a canvas and shit like that, you know. And we chit chat. I was gonna go over there to bomb with him, but wifey doesn't agree with me going to DR. That's a whole nother story. But yeah, it would have been good to go. Like when I went to
did
Puerto
you
Rico, they got a lot of graph in Puerto Rico, you know. I
you
would have
bombed
liked
in
it.
Puerto Rico?
Not much. I did a couple of things in Caguas, like throw ups and tags, because my father's from Caguas. My son was living there, and I didn't see much. I tried when I traveled to El Salvador. They got some graph in El Salvador too, but I didn't really know anybody. I was there for family, so I wasn't. I'm not established there in El Salvador. I'd rather know somebody and go because I don't know the area like that. And that's a whole different element. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I'd be down to do the highways and shit in El Salvador. But that president ain't no joke, so something to consider. You know?
Actually getting knocked in a foreign country, that's scary.
Yeah,
TD, the nigga TD did every state, and
yeah.
he's did like over 50 countries.
Wow. Oh, the TD with the mic tagging it,
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
rest
yeah,
in peace, Mike. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. All right, yeah, I see him up a lot too, and he always pushes his boy. You know,
Yeah,
that's
that's
what's
his
up.
brother. That's his brother,
Oh, that's his
actually.
brother.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
All
yeah. That's throwback shit, my nigga.
right.
Fucking. So what you want people to know about motherfucking Nash, B.B.K, the motherfucking Brooklyn graffiti god? What do you want them to know about
Uh,
you, bro? Before at the end of the day.
at the end of the day, I think uh, obviously you guys make me realize that I did a lot of work because you remember it. You know, I think my time is at its end with the graph as far as bombing is concerned. I might pick up, but I keep painting my car. You know what I mean? Don't get it wrong. Like I'll jump out. I got paint in the car still. You know, but as far as being a heavy bomber, it ain't gonna happen for me anymore. My time is up. It's your time. Shine. Do your thing. Have fun with it. Be real to yourself, and just keep it real, man. It's been a pleasure, bro.
Yo, bro, we salute you, Nash, bro. You have made a big contribution
Thank you.
to the graph game. You know what I'm saying? And your name will always be in the books.
Thank you, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And you did your thing, bro. And I thank you because niggas like you birth niggas like me. You know what I'm saying? So
I
salute to you,
appreciate
my
that.
brother.
Here, a little shot to you, bro. Excuse me. Little nightcap there. Um, yeah, man. I appreciate what you're doing too, bro. You're keeping it alive. You're keeping the history up. And somebody got to do it. I have a thing I got to talk to you after the show. You might be interested in. Kona sent you a message. He said to say what's up, and he has a gift for you.
Oh,
Actually, yeah, he has a gift for you. He said he's been trying to reach you, but you know, I'm gonna give out some shout outs. Is that cool?
yes, sir. Let's take care.
I'm gonna shout out
Much
my
love.
partners. My first partner, Zor, rest in peace. Sash, Kess, OH, Sai, TU, Ross, DI. Not think of DI. We had a DI and B.B.K from back in the day. You know, DOS, NAC, NK, GR, Zep, Moyo, Oak, Nags, my cousin Nat, Ice, Zane, Kona, Pope, rest in peace. RD, JJ, rest in peace. DE3, PK Note, right? Lace, RE, rest in peace. My big bro Audi, I know you listening. Ark, Zan, rest in peace. Sony, rest in peace. GA, no school, no joke squad, do your thing, bro. I see you. Rad, Rated, Nini, Ice, B.B.K, Sale, Test. Free my boy HD, man. He needs to get out. Arion, rest in peace. True. Ask Zexor, KC. He just lost Louis. Rest in peace. Condolences to his family and crew. EI. And I got to shout out Rec MSD. Rest in peace, man. You know, I can't forget my boys. Fogs, Nam, Slick. You know how to write this down, right? Sign OS, Seat 333, Brea, Kosa, rest in peace. My sick crew family, Ill Sick, Gaps, Peasky, and of course my legendary Fuck Crew Originals, LC Rip, Bye, Vic 2, LI, Neck, Cheo SMG, Checo, rest in peace, and my boy Fatal. If I forgot anybody, man, my apologies.
All legendary kings, bro, and they're right, everyone.
You know, there's still a wall in Brooklyn that they did with all the original Brooklyn tags, and it's still there out there in Best Eye.
Legendary fuck
Yeah,
crew, man.
yeah,
LC was the general for real.
yeah. And what LC was, he was humble, but serious, you know. And Neck was, listen, man, Neck came out for me, bro. You know, Neck, that was the Gap Boy right there. That's the first time I saw M1 was with Neck. Also, let me shout out the BFC crew from East New York, man. They're doing their thing. And my boy Rebel NSA, he's doing his thing, getting his hustle on. You know.
Word, yo, so thank you so much for coming on Graph Champs,
Thank
yo.
you,
We
man.
salute you again, man.
Thank you.
I know you said that you don't sell canvases and nothing like that, but you need to make a pin. You need to make pins, the Nash pins, because
I
everybody
saw
collect.
that. I saw the pins and the stickers, and because I like doing my own stickers, but I still like throw up stickers. So yeah, I'll do some pins, and you know, I'll give them away. Let me know what you got in your package. I hope you liked it. You know,
Yeah, I haven't
no,
received it yet, but I'll let you know
Tuesday,
as soon as I
Tuesday.
get it.
All right,
Thank
man.
you
I'm gonna
so
say good
much, my
night. All right,
brother.
bro.
I
Peace out,
peace.
everyone. Later.
One. Yo, that's Big Nash, B.B.K, Brooklyn's own. You heard Graph Champs, baby.
Later.
One. See. Oh, wait. Wait, hold on. Before, yo, salute to everybody, man. Salute to everybody. Yo, salute, Slash. I see you, the whole FTR, my brothers, A1s. You know what I'm saying? I seen that popped in and out in both parts. It was just like, big names. Salute Deck. You know what I'm saying? I see you, my brother. It was just big names popping in and out and peeping. You know what I'm saying? Showing respects to my motherfucking graph nigga right there, Nash B.B.K, man. I salute y'all. Thank you. Salute JC3. I see you, motherfucking Vice. Look, these are all throwback names right here that shaped, you know what I'm saying, my whole area and the way the writers pumped out of Bushwick, Ridgewood, you know what I'm saying, and so on and so forth, all the areas around it. You know what I'm saying? Salute, man, for real. You heard? That was Graph Champs, motherfucking episode 1 of season 5. You heard? So I got a lot of shows lined up for this season. So y'all niggas gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas gonna get the work, my nigga. For real, for real. SR, the host, the vertical, squirticle all over your girl's biznack. You heard? Yo, salute, my brothers. Yo, Slash, yo, what it is, my bro? Salute to you, bro. That was Graph Champs.